I was walking down a muddy slope and suddenly I was gone. Hi, I'm Mao, and I recently went on a 4-day horseback trek to Kyrgyzstan to tick off a box of my 100 things I want to do before I die list. The whole point of the trip was to get to a lake in the middle of the mountain. We had just spent 3 days trying to get there, and we finally made it. And you would have thought, mission accomplished. The worst has passed. However, that night was quite the opposite. A storm caught us. It was raining like crazy. The wind was howling and hitting the tent. I was barely able to close my eyes. The following morning, I thought, hey, maybe the storm passed. But we stepped outside. There was heavy fog. The rain kept falling on us. Everything was wet. We were thinking there's no way we're gonna get out of here. But our guide was just like, we go and we see. So we packed all our things, we put on our raincoats, and we set out. The challenge was we needed to get over a mountain to get back to society. And it wasn't an easy task. We were going on the horses, everything was slippery, my raincoat was no longer raining, coating, and it was freezing. We made it all the way to the top, but now we had to get down. Which normally wouldn't have been an issue, but in this case, because it was so wet, they told us that we had to go by foot. We started walking down the mountain, but it felt like we were walking down a water toboggan, except you don't have water, it's just mud. So I was trying to be extra careful. One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. In the blink of an eye, I was over the edge. I honestly don't remember exactly how it happened, but I just slid somehow and it made me flip. And before I knew it, I was holding on to the edge. It took me a second to realize what was going on and to realize that I was hanging off the edge. But after that, fortunately, I was able to pull myself up and get back on track. This was a humbling experience. And a reminder that even in seemingly controlled situations, things can change from one moment to the next. Have you had any oh shit moments on any trips? Let me know.